We're live?
We're live again.
Are we
Back.
live in the back of a cop car?
No, I've lived from the back of a cop car. It was great. It's really small now, I think,
Hi,
because the whole
everybody, we're
COVID thing.
back.
Yeah, so there's like a divider in the back of the seat, so you're just in a cubicle. It's great.
We're back, but it's not a dinosaur story.
Nope,
It's a
but it is a
story
story
in,
about a frozen goddess that wants to kick everyone's ass in the north. So, well, starting off again, we're not going to do the recap again. You can just watch last episode. It'll be okay.
Roleplay
Worth
happened.
the watch, for sure.
Cass Daddy frozen. Arl's a bitch. There's your recap.
Yeah. And he has a very
Cass
hot
is
mom.
very sleepy. Sleepy Cass, frozen dad, hot mom,
Sleepy Cass.
Arl pissed off. Done.
There we go. Recap. We did a recap. I told you we're not, but we spoiled you.
I mean, we still didn't know. We didn't even do our question yet.
Yeah. The question of the week is, why would the guards come after your character at a young age?
In the young age?
I don't know how to answer that.
Wait, repeat
Hello,
the question,
monster.
At a young age, what kind of like shenanigans did you get into as a kid that would get the guards called on you? Or were you a good kid?
I
Okay.
snuck into areas I wasn't supposed to, and Exhibit tore off pieces of me. Does that count?
That's a harsh punishment, yes.
Yeah.
There weren't really guards. It was, hey, we're gonna bring you to Exhibit, and then Exhibit tore off pieces of me.
Well, taking a piece of you, huh?
Yes.
Not fun.
Hence why I'm missing quite a few fucking pieces.
Xenivore is lighthearted.
Who?
Xenivore
Who?
would basically... Neek,
Yeah, who?
sorry. Shut up.
Yeah, what's his name, man? You can't say his right
Oh,
name.
no, his name changes so much. I don't know anymore. But when Neek was younger, he would actually impersonate other people and get them in trouble with the law, and they go to jail. He just runs away scot-free. That's what he did as a kid.
You were a snitch?
No, he took the appearance of somebody else and framed people just because he could get away with it.
It's great. So glad you're on our team.
Yeah, so you don't want to go to jail, don't mess with me.
You're a fucking dick.
Fitting.
Language?
Wait, what did Arwen do when she was younger? I heard suck a dick. What?
What?
Nerd suck a
I don't
dick
know
or
any
suck a
of you
bitch.
people anymore.
TOS. TOS.
True. Yeah, terms of service.
Twitch terms
Sorry.
of service. Do not speak
Sorry,
about
Twitch.
things.
Kailani would have been a rambunctious little heathen. She would have been interested in all the artifacts and stuff that would come through her way, and so she would like sneak into places that she shouldn't and like mess with magical objects and figure them out and always get caught and get in trouble. And she's broken a few expensive items in her younger years and have gotten yelled at by mom and dad. But they were also kind of the leaders of her town, so she got away with probably too much, in all honesty. She kind of felt like she could get away with anything because she would just drop her parents' name. She's a turd.
You were the snobby rich kid.
Kind of, yeah. But I like to get dirty. I like to go play with all the cool stuff.
The archaeological snobby rich kid.
Pretty much. And I would try to sneak with my parents when they would like go on expeditions and stuff. I try to follow them for as long as I could, and then I get in trouble, so they have a guard take me back home because I was too young. It was lame.
You're Indiana Jones's child.
Yes.
So what about Arwen?
Arwen used to get in a lot of trouble for stealing her father's bow. That was the only reason why that Arwen even picked up a bow.
I can see
And
this.
she would, do target practice and stuff with like a military grade bow almost at like 5.
It's like giving a 15-year-old a sniper rifle and saying,
Yeah.
have fun.
So her father eventually gave up on all the punishments, and
Thought you
because
had to
none of
use
that
it.
was working, I didn't care. Karen is losing his mind.
So
So was he eventually like, okay, I'm going to teach you how to do this right?
Yes, he eventually caved in and started just teaching me the ways, and he didn't want me to go in the military with him, but I didn't listen, and I still did it anyway.
How do we think Cass got in trouble as a kid?
Cass would say, I never got in trouble. I was a good boy.
Yes, we know he would say that, but
he would have gotten in trouble every day for everything. Probably telling secrets from like his parents that he wasn't supposed to tell.
He'd be the blabbermouth kid, like, oh, mommy cut up her credit cards. It's like, I wonder why.
Yeah.
My dad grows things that smell weird in our basement.
Mm-hmm. He'd be so like innocently stupid about it that he caused a lot more trouble than he ever would like realize.
It's Cass.
Yeah,
you can imagine it. You can imagine it. He's probably unintentionally done it.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a very eventful night at my house tonight. The cat is now in the ceiling.
Wait,
what?
In the basement ceiling?
Yes.
God
He's in
damn it,
the
Zach.
fucking ceiling. He's like right above me.
Hi, Mom.
They have one of those tile
Oh
ceilings.
my god, the
down
fucking
here.
dog is on me now.
Oh,
And
Right till it falls down.
He's
on
like
your head.
slowly coming down now. Okay, Freddy, God.
I was just laying
We'll
here
lock
sleeping
you
on a
up, but
chair.
there's holes everywhere.
be careful because that's the router.
I know, you're telling me?
All of a sudden, they lose signal.
Zach and Lauren are gone.
Just one
Like a
simple
metal
stream.
This is what happens when you try to stream without Jesse.
No, dude, this is revenge.
Don't
for
give
not
him a
letting
bigger
Cass-
ego than he already has.
This is
Just
karma
lay
for
there
not letting
and be a
Cass
good
sleep.
boy. Do you want a green bean?
Right.
Jesus. Well,
So guys,
Have a green bean.
the rest of the night,
have a fucking green
you guys get a long rest and sleep
Okay.
Thank God.
Ooh.
because you haven't rested in a long time. And that
How
super
many
long day
days?
just got so much longer for Cass.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
It's like, I'm staying home, guys.
Oh, it's nice to be at full hit points.
It's nice to have my spells back.
I mean, I wasn't that damaged, but
You're damaged in other ways.
that's a lie.
Emotional damage.
A lot of emotional
Fuck off with
damage
that.
right now.
Don't make us take another piece of you.
Here. Take the green bean.
Fucking send a piece of you to my patron.
I'll grow it back. Don't worry.
Are you feeding Gwen green beans?
I am. I'm feeding someone green beans. I don't
I don't know who I'm
throwing green
feeding, but
beans
I'm
into the
feeding
dark.
Jesus. Well, after a long rest, you guys come to in what remains of the east side after trying to cover up the big hole in the wall in Cass's room. What do you do?
You guys, it was a weird night.
It was.
Absolutely.
I forget who I gave my ring. I want to say it was Cass, but
It
I
was
don't think
Cass.
he would've
It
allowed
was
it.
totally Cass. So
It's
you're
not
just
what
gonna
it
have to
was.
sit here quietly all game. I don't know.
I appeared in the middle of the night and I'm just gonna watch him sleep. I'm gonna take over for Sonar.
Do you
Oh my
sketch
God,
him?
Fucking.
Because
Freaking.
you know Cass sleeps in the nude. So do you have a nude sketch of Cass?
We
Ugh.
already saw the top half, so
Yeah.
Definitely.
You're just sketching it from memory.
I know you need another writing of what your chest said, so here's this. It's a nude photo of him with his chest written out.
Like, I'm
So probably be
amazing.
like this. I look amazing in this. Thank you. This is I mean, I knew I was handsome, but oh man, you really like my sculpted cheekbones. And
it's
my-
like the Da Vinci like perfect man thing. I can't remember the name of it.
Vitruvian Man.
Yeah, the Etruvian man.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
that, but it's got Cass, and then there's like a blow up part of his chest, like a zoomed in version, and it's got the script on it. That's what Sender spent the night doing in his ring.
Yes.
That's not creepy at all.
That and talking to Patron Daddy.
So,
Well, I
starts to
suppose
come out.
were we planning on still going to the crashed ship that we saw earlier?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Arwen,
Who?
you're on. I know. Listen, it was a long night. Arwen, though, yeah, you're in agreement, right? Like that we should go
Yes.
check that out.
I am in agreement. We should go and knock that out. Yes.
Okay. Is there any chance we can stop at East Haven and just kind of check on Zanzikov?
Who?
Zanzikov, he's a really great guy.
You said East Haven, and I thought East Side, and I'm thinking, you're calling me Zanzikov? Like, who's my character? My bad.
I mean, you did take a long rest. You have another sending if you want.
Huh?
Ooh, man, I don't know if I'm ready to face these facts yet.
Zach, I am going to be leaving Cass's room, but I'm leaving the Pifwafi, the Cloak of Elvenkind, next to Cass, with a note that just says, "Don't
Thanks for last night.
Don't let it be exposed to sunlight.
Cover yourself up.
There's no sunlight out here anyway.
It's Cass.
That's true.
Help cast sunlight somehow on accident.
So I mean, he does like explode radiant light.
Oh yeah,
for an hour.
But does that count as sunlight though?
Some of it does.
Oh.
Daylight spell.
You know what? In that case, no. I was gonna be nice and give him the Cloak of Elvenkind, but I'll attune to that.
Probably wise. I think Kailani probably would send us whatever it's called, sending
message.
Yeah, I think she would. Let me just burn this spell slot real quick. Did that burn my spell slot? Yes. She really is kind of in denial a little bit, so I think she would send a message and just be like, Zanzikov, I hope you made it. We're leaving Tourmaline. We're making our way south towards the ship that we all saw crash. Try to meet us if you can.
Love you.
Hugs and kisses, XOXO.
So you go to send the spell, and it's kind of like as a kid when you played with the string and the two cups, but that line just hangs emptily.
Would she know what that means?
You find no connection. So, I mean, that's up to you.
Arwen, I don't think Zanzikov's here anymore.
What? Did you send it? Is it not sending?
It's sent, but there's nobody on the other end to receive it. There's no, how sending works is I would concentrate on who I'm trying to send it to, and I would feel like that connection. And I feel like I sent my message out and it's just kind of floating in space. There's nobody on the other end to grab it. And so I don't think he made it. And then Kailani would probably cry.
Arwen starts tearing up too, like looking at her like, oh no, I know what this means.
Neek's just like,
fucking hate dragons.
Do I put on Zanzikov's face so I can feel better? What do I do?
Oh God! Wait, do you say that out loud? I don't think that would make her feel better.
Please tell me you say that out loud, because I will
he did.
Just slap the shit out of you for some reason.
Listen,
just
Nick, no. Maybe I appreciate the thought, but no, please don't do that.
What do you want to do? You're the one who said that. I mean, you said that it's not sending.
Not being received.
He's just not there.
Yeah, he's not there. I feel like it's not like he didn't answer the call. It's like there's no way for him. Right. That's exactly right.
Your message cannot be completed as dialed. Please try again later.
Yes, old-timey D&D. We all know what that means. We all understand how phones.
That's why I said the cup and the string.
Yeah, I know. Nick, I appreciate it. There's nothing we can do about it now.
Either we can stop by there and confirm on the way to the ship, or we can just
if it brings comfort, we can. I don't mind.
Everyone's gonna kind of look at Kalani like, what do you want to do?
I think as much as I would like that closure, who has the map? I think maybe we should look at the map and kind of plot this out. I don't want to do anything that's going to take away from our main mission.
Zanzigoth has the map.
Fuck. Wait.
I think he does.
Does he? Really?
I think he does in the bag of freaking holding.
But he didn't have the bag of holding.
I thought that he did.
It got stolen from him.
Oh, that should have.
Who stole it?
Wait, hold up. There technically is no bag of holding. So if Zanzigoth is dead.
Oh, wait a minute, no.
If Zanzigoth is dead, that means the bag of holding, which was an infusion, explodes, and whatever was carrying it is now crushed by 200 pounds of iron and random bullshit that was in that bag.
Oh, they definitely did.
Then what does Kalani have that pops out animals?
That's the bag of tricks.
Okay, that's what it was. I knew that someone had a bag of something, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Which is now recharged.
Animals.
The bag of tricks was a found item. It wasn't an infusion.
That's right. You made the hag of holding.
Yes, the hag of holding.
You hear that, Kalani? Your bag of tricks is recharged.
Oh, yeah. I forget about that.
I would not pull it out while you're in the end.
Literally, none of us have a map.
What? No, not you. I'm talking about Kat.
No, I have never used the map. It was always
enter the room.
So, navigate. Okay, I have navigator's tools. That is not cartographer's tools. How have we been getting around?
Arwen.
Huh?
Oh yeah, Arwen.
Road signs.
I say Arwen's our navigator.
What I do? Oh yeah.
No,
I'm working on it. I'm doing like 6 things at once.
She's dealing with the cat in the ceiling.
I'm dealing with 2 cats meowing at me because they're both hungry. I know.
A dead Zanzigoth.
Okay,
Crippled
what am I
Kairani.
doing at this current moment? With you guys, what am I doing?
We're all talking about what we're going to do.
Arwen, I think since you are so good at navigating and you've literally led us everywhere we need to go so far, if you map the course and we will follow whatever that is. If we're going south to the ship and there's no time to stop at East Haven, I will understand. It could be a lost cause. I worried with the destruction there we would get wrapped up anyway, so maybe it's a good idea to bypass it. I just need to mourn a little bit in silence, but I think you lead the way and we'll follow.
Okay, that's fine. If we're in a time crunch, which I have a feeling that we seem to be back in a time crunch a little bit.
Always.
Correct.
We're always in a time crunch.
That is very, very true. But I mean, even worse than normal. At least we're not fighting a dragon anymore. Thank God.
Oh, thank God. Yeah. Thank a different God, not my God.
I would be okay with just going straight to the T ship, to whatever ship, and then we can possibly stop for a moment and we can do a moment of silence if you would like. I don't want to get even farther behind.
We're here. East Haven's over here.
Uh-huh.
The crash ship is there.
That's where you think it is, yeah.
It's right over there where we think. The Shield Guardian is there. Kailani's ship is, I don't think we have a thing on the map. I'm going to say there.
Somewhere in the same moving ice.
Yeah. Same with the object we're going after. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
The orb of
the professor orb and something else. Okay, well there's the Dark Duchess.
And the book.
And we know
Yeah, the book.
that fucking book.
Is the guy that's going after the book have the orb, or is it the other way around? Or does the guy have nothing and he's just going after?
What do you mean?
Because Valen,
The girl.
yes,
The lady.
she said somebody else was going after this book.
9 lives or
Yes. There was someone that was going after them, and they were looking for Oral, but they haven't been able to find them from what they know so far.
Okay, I thought he also had something.
She.
Pronouns.
I thought this other lady had one of those items and was looking for the other one. So no, we had to find the orb and the book as two different things in two different places. Okay.
Lovely. So,
Tall order.
what does the rest of the party want to do?
I believe if we're going from place to place to place, we probably need to look in getting sleds or something.
That would be useful.
Well,
Sleds, is that what you said?
Valen said
Lane's
she-
with us.
She
What?
won't let us take them down to the.
She'll only let
other
us use it when we
side.
go get the book and the orb.
Oh.
I mean, it'll be easy enough for you guys to get stuff. You guys just save the town.
Targos has
Yeah, we're
X-Beaks.
heroes.
Targos doesn't like us.
We're not.
Can we knock out
He
Targo?
didn't mind me at all.
They don't like the SOL.
Are we in
So-
Targos? No,
No.
we're not in Targos.
We're in Tourmaline.
Okay, that's what I thought. So why are we talking about Targos?
I didn't know if Tourmaline had things we could buy.
Oh, I thought that they might have.
Oris
Yeah, I
could
think we
round you
wake
up
up-
some.
Eat some breakfast, gather some sleds, and go straight down to the ship.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
That sounds
And we'll
fine to
let-
me.
Cass
I
is all
have that
kind of mopey
thing-
over here. Just come on, Cass. Just follow us. It'll be fine. Just.
I have that thing where I can create food, right?
Yeah.
Cass hasn't come out of his room.
He's passed out asleep.
Well,
Maybe his mother killed him.
He wouldn't wake up. He was alive, but I think he needs to sleep.
we can't just leave him here. Cinder, go get him.
I mean, we can.
I
I don't-
mean, I'll go
Number
check
one-
if you really want.
Or
Yeah, I don't
can.
trust to leave him here. And I don't want to have to come back and get him.
There's no babysitter here.
Right.
Where's the mummy?
Mummy's dead.
No.
No.
Yes,
Yeah.
Tadiel killed it.
Mummy's a skeleton now. You
Okay,
re-raised him.
the skeleton man. Where's the skeleton man?
Curled next to cats, probably. All snuggled.
Most likely guarding the door.
Yeah, he don't sleep.
I think it was out there when I left.
He was in the hallway. You guys walked by. He just wasn't moving, and you guys just kind of walked by him without noticing. Just,
We thought it was decoration.
Yep.
Sounds about right. It's Halloween. Don't worry about it.
yeah, he was in between Nick and Castiel's room.
Well, I guess I make my way to Castiel's room to go check on him.
You open the door up, and
Naked Cass.
Cass, are you awake?
butt ass naked with his pillow over his head. He just kind of groans at you. It's like, what?
What
We're
now?
getting ready to head out. Are you going to tag along? Are you going to stay here? What are you doing?
Where are you guys going? What's the plan?
We're going to go to that crashed ship and then to a shield guardian and then to the crashed ship that Kailani came in on.
I thought we were supposed to help Velen.
We are, but we're going to try and make a giant circle.
Well, I guess that's true. I mean, at least that way it's a little bit longer than we don't have to see that Arl creature again. That was not good last night.
But hey, at least you got to see your mom for once.
That wasn't a good situation, I don't think. I mean, it was cool. I'm glad she showed up. It was great.
Well, she saved your dad in a way.
Kinda, or did she, like, kidnap my dad? Because I'm not really sure.
Oh, marriages. Sometimes the wife abducts the husband because she's mad at him. Things happen.
I mean,
I know a couple married men who do whatever their wife says. Yeah, it happens.
But, like, do I trust her? He's frozen, and like she said that she wasn't going to like break him or anything, but I don't know. Should I trust that?
Well, I doubt she would fully kill him outright. That's just a projection of him. If she does anything, he will just reform in his plane of existence. She can't really do anything except discomfort currently. It's like you. You died once, you came back as an angel person. If Tadiel or Daddy dies, doesn't really die, he just comes back.
Cass was frozen as an angel person.
I thought he died.
Oh, we don't know.
I'm pretty sure he talked about it, that he was frozen as an angel dude.
I thought he said he died. Oh. Well, see, more to the point. You were frozen and you're fine. So, same with him.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know. So,
would I pledge myself to someone who is evil?
I'm not sure how to answer that.
Cass is like,
yeah.
Especially coming from someone who can't pick his side when he's supposed to be a good paladin.
I mean, I am a good paladin, but not like a good paladin.
God, that sounds just like what he would say.
Yeah, you nailed that.
That was on point. I gotta give you props for that one. You get inspiration, Zach.
I'm not like a good paladin. I'm a good paladin.
Pretty good, but I mean, I don't know if I'm that good. Wait, which way are we talking about good?
The good way,
like, what's good? I'm still trying to figure that out.
I'm in a gray area, Sometimes I like to do one thing, and then sometimes I do the other, but I mean, it's for the good of everyone else, I guess.
It's always good to be in the center. Sometimes it's not always fun to be straight and narrow. It's more fun. If you stay straight and narrow, you might get screwed over, Cass.
I'll think about it.
Melanie pops her head in. So you coming or what?
Cover your eyes.
My eyes.
Terrified to really go anywhere, but I guess I can. Do we have a way to get it quickly, or are we walking it?
We're gonna try and round up some sleds and dogs and get out of here.
Yep.
Alright, well, I guess I'll follow you. You guys know where it was. I thought we weren't gonna go near that thing, but I guess.
We decided to check it out anyway. And plus, if we really need to find it immediately, I can always use the orb again.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that, but let's go.
You do things I'm uncomfortable with. You're butt-ass naked right now, and I'm not comfortable, but hey, I'm still here.
He's naked in his own room, though.
And there's a hole in his wall, and he's still naked. What's your point?
No, he got a different room. Why
did he sleep in this room again?
Oh, I was going to say.
He got a different room. You guys just covered up the hole.
Oh, okay, good.
He just gave the town a view.
No, he bunked with me. So he slept in my room naked.
Oh, that's right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Cass would be a naked sleeper.
That means I sketch Cass naked while
I'm hiding in a corner trying not to freak out because he's just a naked man in my room.
There's a robot drawing a naked man in the shape changes room. That sounds like a good punchline for a joke.
Cinder, you could probably sell those sketches for a pretty price. Just saying.
I might keep it for blackmail.
Anyway, I'm ready to go.
Alright, so you guys
downstairs packed up.
You guys go in to the town of Tourmaline. Everyone has begun to make their way home. Of course, there is some destruction from the couple breath weapons that went through the town. You guys find Oris walking around the town hall. It's good to see you guys. Sleep well.
Some of us did.
Some of us did.
Some of us
I had nightmares the whole night.
Some of us not so much.
Cass yells in the background.
Not me.
Don't worry, you kept me up with you just laying there.
Sleep around here. Paladin tries to sleep, and no, he wants to knock on my door. Blah blah blah. So you just hear Cass like muttering in the background. And
yeah, I thought only people came through doors, and then someone came through the window, and it was terrible.
And then
they came through the wall.
Yeah.
Aurel decided to pay him a visit.
Aurel was in our town. That's not good.
She came upon a massive eagle and paid Castiel an unfriendly visit.
Our plan is to... Obviously, Aurel is after us, or at least tracking us, or interested in our doing. So we do need to leave Tourmaline, unfortunately. And we're on a mission to hopefully save not only Tourmaline, but all of 10 towns eventually. But we are in need of some sleds, some dogs, any way that we can get across the tundra quicker. I mean, it's also in your benefit because, again, I think she's mainly concerned with us and obviously Cass. So we want to get out of here as quickly as we can. Can you help us with that?
I'll tell you what. I'm not going to kick you out of town because you're heroes, but I'm going to ask you to leave quickly, and I will be able to give you those sleds, though. So that'll work.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're in agreement, and I'm just sorry that we can't stay and help kind of rebuild. I think when it's safer, I would like to come and help you again. And I appreciate all your help. And you have very brave citizens and guards here, because we've talked to many other towns and I can't say the same for them. So you guys really stood out, and thank you for your bravery and all of your help, and good luck on the rebuilding.
Well, I appreciate your kind words, but I'll get to that.
I appreciate kind words. Get the fuck out.
Do you think I could perhaps acquire some better leathers?
What do you mean?
A studded leather?
Leather.
There's not an armor smith in town. That would be in Brunshander.
Mortals, god damn it. Alright.
Well, I guess we'll be off then.
Yeah, you guys end up getting 3 sleds and about 6 dogs each.
Cool.
How long will these last?
Well, they're not magic sleds or magic dogs, so they'll last as long as they live. Right?
Yeah, just feed them, water them every now and then. They gotta rest.
Feed, water them, they'll grow. It'll be fine. Cinder, we can teach you how live things work.
I want to know how live... I know how live things work, but do things live long near us? No.
Well,
life needs things to live.
Do things go according to plan with us? No.
No. But we're all alive. I mean, Arwen and Neek and Cass here, we've been with each other since the beginning, and we're still standing. So it's more like a 3 out of 5 type of situation.
I
Still
like
pretty good
those odds.
Yeah.
Those are good odds.
I mean,
well, technically only one died. The other one just abandoned us.
Right. See, it's stacked against the house. The house wins. It's fine. We're the house. It's good.
We're the house.
You say abandoned, but he was taking care of a property that you guys got and pretty much children that you found.
And he kind of just... do we need those children? He took care of them for
2 of them died.
That's fine. They're kobolds.
Well, he's also 3 out of 5. So you see, that's our average.
No, he's 4.
3 out of 5 out of 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5 out of 3 out of 5 is a fraction that I can't do, but it makes sense. It's maths, and we got this. Right. But as I look around and everybody, does it matter? We're the only ones that are brave enough to stand up and do this. So even if none of us make it, I still think we need to do it.
I'm also just stuck with you people because you may be part of the group, so I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah, we took
That's
you under
why I
our
never
wing.
joined the group.
Lucky.
Always.
So you guys head out from Tourmaline, heading pretty much straight down. Just to wrap it up, you guys need to make me a survival check with advantage because you have people helping.
Okie dokie, Smokey.
All of us, I assume?
Oh, with advantage.
That was not good.
I rolled, I did things.
Ooh,
24. Oh, damn. Oh, Arwen is very distracted right now. Very distracted. Where I have gritted my mind.
Advantage.
Trying not to think of Zanzibar and just focus on the task at hand.
I mean, I can change that for you real quick if you want.
Arwen's or mine?
I can immediately mess yours up by just changing my face.
Total of 15.
Oh, don't change your face. As soon as I get used to one face, don't change the face.
No, I'll just look like Zanzibar. I'll cheer you right up.
No, I don't think that would cheer me up. No, no, that would make me sadder.
Can you turn to a fey being?
Also,
I can change my face as long as it's humanoid, yes.
Zanzibar isn't a humanoid.
But it has a humanist shape. Like, I can make it look similar.
no, I think you can only change it if it has the same arrangement of limbs, which Zanzibar did not have the same arrangement of limbs.
Yeah, you can't turn to Zanzibar, buddy.
I can change my face to, yes, but the rest of me, no, I cannot.
That would be weirder. Please don't.
That makes it more fun for me, though.
No. Oh, and by the way, can I call you Xanavor now? Because everybody around here, like everybody.
If there's another wizard from the Brotherhood of Arcana that's seeking me, then we have to play it cool, but fine.
Okay, but can you come back as Xanavor, please? I miss Xanavor. Never thought I'd say that.
I do
Fine.
not.
Arwen, right? Like, don't you want Xanavor
Nick's
back?
fine.
I'm okay with Nick.
Would it be how it wants to be?
I like how you just got
I'm just being nostalgic.
A little bit, but it's okay.
You're talking like
Well,
Cass
you
now.
keep describing yourself.
Keep it up, I'll make myself a girl. I really threw you all off.
I couldn't care less.
I've already seen you that way. Or was it you? Or was it Cass?
Oh,
That was
no.
Cass. I was a
Cass
guy.
the girl. But he can turn into Cass pretending to be the girl.
Good.
I mean,
Yeah,
I have
really
seen him
fuck Cass
naked, so
I need to pick up the invocation again, and then we can have free cast.
My base.
my God.
Nah,
Was-
save us.
What has this group devolved into? Please continue the story.
You continue south with the 24. You do begin to make your way into the mountains. You make a perception check, Kalani.
Okie dokie, Smokey. Perception.
What the fuck is
Arwen, you
going
can make a
on?
perception check too.
Can Nin assist Kailani with all of its eyes?
I'll look this way. You look that way. What do you see?
I look all the ways.
Kalani, looking around, you do start to notice that at the top of these mountains, it looks like the trees that were on there are kind of broken in half and look partially singed.
Okay, you
like
guys.
multiple thick trees.
Okay. The trees on the top of this mountain are smashed and singed. So either the dragon made its way through here, or, which is likely, because I do think we're pretty close to where the dragon came from, or maybe this is where the ship crashed and it caught fire.
I mean, if you really want a definitive answer, give me about an hour to attune to this gem, and I can just feel a tug towards it.
Wait, I thought this was tugging you over to the other.
He's got two different things that tugs him.
Oh, okay.
That sounded weird.
Tugs, okay.
He's being
got
pulled in
gem
two
that
different
tu-
directions.
He's got a gem that tugs him to the ship, and he's got amulet that tugs him to the ship guardian.
Yep.
Wait, but didn't I have to cure you of this from? Wasn't it kind of making you crazy to get there? I don't know if you should attune to that again.
True, but it helps us get to it faster, but I can always...
No, we have a master tracker with us, and I'm got my wits about me. I think, no, we need you in tip-top shape and not distracted or sick and feeling. Or besides, we don't know what this actually is or what it does and if it can take you over or warp your mind somehow. I need you to be on your best Xanavor self.
If you say so.
Tried to send Nin up and see if it could see the crash pattern.
How high can Nin go?
I mean,
he can go. He can go pretty high up, but you can only see within.
I can only see out of him. Yeah. I mean, 100 feet high is still pretty fucking high up. So I guess while we're on the sleds, I'll start sending Nin up, looking through his eyes.
Okay. I mean, I can also possibly pull from my bag of tricks. I mean, whatever comes out, it'll obey my command. Does Nim want a friend to accompany him?
I can't hear you, and Nin's flying away.
Why can't you hear me?
He's now inside Nin's perspective. He can't hear or see anything.
Yeah, you're talking to a brick wall.
Oh, okay. So while he can't hear us, you guys, like the shit he told us last night was pretty trippy, right? Right?
I mean, we just had a trippy night as well.
Yeah, but he's like a extra trippy. I don't know.
I like him.
You would.
What? Is it that bad that I like him, regardless of him enslaving people and such?
No, I don't dislike him per se, but I'm still a little weary. I don't know. It is fascinating, though.
Just don't let him burn you.
I just kind of want to study him a little bit.
Well, now's your chance. I mean, you already felt him earlier, a while ago, when he was doing this. Now's your chance. You want to get handsy, go right ahead. I won't stop you.
Handsy? Wait, what? I didn't say I want to feel him up.
You grabbed a ring out of his pocket. You probably felt something else, too. Why don't you go take a look?
He was a little more untrustworthy then. I didn't understand. I thought he was stealing. That was my fault. I'm not going to take his ring.
Whatever gets your kicks, Kailani, I won't judge you.
Oh, Xanavor. I looked at Arwen. I'm like, but you get it right. Like, he just needs to be watched a little bit.
So, flying up, and then you do see what looks like multiple trees that have been singed and broken. And farther ahead, there is a large, organic, metallic-looking ship in the side of the mountain. Make a perception check while you're up there.
Okay. Let's see. What is my perception? It is a +2, so that's a D12. I almost pulled more awesome. It's only a 14 total.
Okay. You look up, and in the mountainside, probably about a mile away, there looks to be torches that are lit. Like you're just seeing a house, probably about a mile from this crash.
Can I see? I can't see what's holding the torches, can I?
No, it just looks like torches on the outside of the house.
So the ship, and then a mile away from the ship, there's a house with torches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I see anything around the ship?
From what you can see, no.
Okay. I will vamp Nin back. Open my eyes.
Oh,
Well, I
guys,
see
he's
the
back.
Hi, yes, I'm back. So, from up ahead, I can see that there is the giant ship, and then about a mile away from the ship is a house with some torches around it.
Arwen, make me a survival check.
That's about what I got.
So you couldn't tell if the ship was empty or if the house was empty?
No clue.
Okay. Arwen, survive us.
That's what I was wondering. Me?
Yeah.
Currently advantages.
You know this forest. This is close by home.
Oh,
wow. Oh.
Huh. This place looks really familiar.
How so?
I think that we're home. Am I home?
So you've been here before?
Oh God. Yeah. I think so. I think that this is home. This.
Are you okay?
I mean, isn't there a giant ship?
Yeah, I mean, we can check it out. Everything might be fine. Let's go find out.
Yeah, and Arwen, along the way, if there's something that's familiar, if you have like an old house you want to check in on, I mean, we're happy. We can make the side trip if need be. You lead the way. We'll follow wherever you want us to go.
Okay. I'll kind of get in front and start leading.
Are you going towards the ship or towards your home?
Huh? You gotta speak up, babe. These headphones are kind of...
Are you going towards the ship or towards your home?
Oh, your home. Oh.
Oh. Yes. No, I'm going towards home.
Okay. Begin making your way.
Do you have like your bow out? Like, is this one of those?
Yeah, no, I have my bow out because, I mean, sun doesn't really...
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will follow behind Arwen with my trident out.
Okay.
And try to be at the ship. I'll follow.
Okay, I guess we're rolling this way.
I mean, we're still in the sleds, so...
Yeah, it's only about a mile away.
And with advantages, currently, DM has 4, Arwen 1, Kailani 1, Neek 1. And Cass.
Hey.
So,
we'll switch back up here.
Making your way through the trees, up the side of the mountain, you come to what looks like a rather large wooden cabin. Torches lit, but look like they've been lit for a little bit.
Torches on the outside?
Yep.
Just like sconces just in the ground?
Yeah.
Does this look familiar to you, Arwen?
You said this was my house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is where I lived.
Wow. Who? But I thought your parents, who would be living in your house? Do you have...
My mother and my one brother. No,
wow.
My one sister.
Oh, Arwen, you were so close to your family this whole time. Should we go in? You want to go see them?
Yeah, let's go check on them.
Okay, I'll put my trident up.
I'm gonna walk up to the door and just kind of knock. I'm not gonna barge in.
Okay. Go to knock on the door. Takes a couple minutes. It's quiet. And then you start hearing small footsteps as someone peeks around the edge of the door. Before it flies open, you see your sister there. Arwen?
Hi.
You're home.
Yeah, we were just in the area. And, we decided to stop on in.
Were you attacked on the way up here?
On the printer. Hold on. Something's pointing. need to stop, Freddie.
We have not been attacked.
Nothing.
Can I retcon that I told Arwen not to tell her family that I ate her brother's wife or whatever?
I think that's common sense.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, just making sure to put that out there. Thanks. Okay, continue.
You guys weren't attacked on the way up?
Not by anything really.
No.
We're making our way to
be
that
attacked
ship.
by?
There's been large creatures that have been outside surrounding the ship.
I'm sorry, repeat that one more time. What?
Your mic is...
Yeah, it's cutting.
There was large creatures that have been going around the ship.
I think he said a large creature's something around the ship.
That's been going around the ship.
Have you seen what they look like?
Worms with big tentacles on their faces.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what?
It's
thing with horns
a mind
and
flayer.
tentacles on his face?
I'm assuming that's what it sounds like. Like the torture thing that you guys wanted to release.
Man, this
Um,
place sucks.
my sister's name is Mira, by the way. So, Mira, this is Kalani, Neek, and Cinder.
Routines.
They're not going to hurt you.
Oh, and the big guy in back, he's Cass. Don't mind him.
Oh,
Hey.
He's grumpy today.
He's kinda
He's
like,
got no sleep.
yeah,
You're not casting with us.
yeah. He's just kind of like waves. Hi.
Mira, where's Mom?
She went to see what was going on with the ship, and I haven't seen
You
her.
got to speak up, honey. I cannot hear what you're saying. You can speak normally, it's fine.
Sorry, I'm stage whispering in a voice.
Your mic is like all static.
I don't,
Yeah, I don't
know
know
what's going on either.
Weird.
Yeah, just talk normally, it's fine.
I haven't seen her. She went down to look at the ship and see what happens when it crashed.
When it crashed?
Yeah, it's been a couple days.
Oh, snap.
Okay, Mira, oh, that's great. And Mira's not that much younger than me. Only by a few years. So are you okay here? Like, is there anyone else in the house? Like, are you okay?
Brother showed up not too long ago.
Brother.
Yeah. He said that his ship crashed up in the Sea of Ice. He made his way here.
And I went looking. Okay, well, at least he's okay.
At least it's not bones.
Wait, Arwen.
Yeah?
I whisper to Arwen. I didn't think anybody survived that ship crash but me. I mean, I could be wrong.
I know that my brother apparently survived. Mirna, did brother look did he look different or anything? Was he different in any kind of way at all?
I don't think so. No, he seemed fine.
Okay.
Can Cass do his thing that he does to sense the undead or whatever?
That's within 30 feet.
Mira, do you know where brother went?
He's in the back sleeping.
Oh, he's here.
Yeah. He got hurt whenever one of the worms came around, but we were able to get him in here and get him bandaged up, so he's just gonna resting.
I'm gonna kind of lean back over at Cass and be like, do your thing.
You're going to want to stay away from these worms. They're dangerous.
How badly is he hurt?
Worms. Talking about the tall creature or
What do you mean?
I'm asking, does she mean the mind flayers when she's talking about the worms, or like small things?
More like dragon things.
No, they're like big worms, like giant
Okay.
maggots.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So you've had
Shit,
some
like
adventures
Beetlejuice.
here, huh?
Yeah, we've been just trying to keep everything safe.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to help and figure out what's going on with this thing.
Do you want to come in for a little bit? What's going on? Are you going down to the ship now?
We really should.
Well, I mean, now that you said that Mother went down there and she hasn't been back in a couple days, I would like to go try and see her. I missed all of you, and now Mother's gone.
So it'd be best if we go check, make sure everything's okay.
Do you need anything while I'm here right now? Because we're just going to go check out the ship and see what's going on.
I mean, she looks at Kailani. You look like a medic. Do you know how to tend wounds?
I do. Who's hurt?
My brother.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, please take me to him right away. I'll do what I can.
All right, follow me. She drags you
Okay.
through. This is very obviously. It looks disheveled, but it's definitely a military home. Everything has its perfect place. Everything should.
All the beds are made with hospital corners. Got it.
It looks like pristine, but disheveled at the same time. Everything's kind of off kilter. Like maybe the crash shook the house.
How long ago? How long has it been since we've seen the ship crash? Just like a week?
It's been about a week, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Feels like longer.
I know. That's why I was like, dang.
It's been a couple months for us, but it's been like a week for you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. It's throwing me off. But please, yeah, take me to your brother. I would love to help him.
She leads you back to a closed door, opens up, and when you see your brother there, laying up, arm over his eyes, looking at his leg, he's got a big bite mark and what looks like green on the wounds.
Oh no.
Well, that doesn't look very good. And
No.
hello, brother.
Kind of grunts and pulls his arm off his eyes and rolls over and looks, blinks his eyes for a second. Sees you. Smiles. It's good to see you, sis.
It's nice to see you.
And then a split second after you respond, you see a look of terror pass over his face as he looks over Kailani. What are you doing here? What are you doing with my sister?
Oh, wait. Do I recognize him?
Yeah. He worked on the same boat.
Okay. What? But he doesn't know what I did, right?
Apparently not.
No, he doesn't know what you did, but you're still a random person with a sister that wasn't in a very good spot.
Okay. Wait. How did you make it out? I thought you died on the ship. I didn't know. Eventually I ran into the wilderness and I almost didn't make it. I'm glad to see that you did, though. What was your name again? I don't remember. I'm so sorry.
Theo.
You?
Theo.
Theo. Theo, I'm Kailani. Remember, I was hired to be the holy person on your ship and to bless the waters. And I mean, obviously, that didn't turn out too good. I'm glad to see that you're alive. I'm so sorry to hear about the rest of our travel companions. They didn't make it. As far as I know, you didn't make it either. How did you get out alive?
I hid in the captain's quarters.
Um, was anybody else left standing whenever you left the ship? A small group of us took off into the wilderness, but unfortunately, my party didn't make it.
Who was in your party? There's a couple people that were missing from the ship whenever I came out, but I couldn't find Kara.
I'm so sorry. Had I have known that you were still in there, I would have taken you with us. You look hurt. Can I try to help you with that?
I mean, that's what you were good with on the ship, so I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Can I first do a medicine check to see like what is wrong with him, why it's green? Is that just an infection? Or is there something like magical or something I don't know about?
Yeah, it looks like some type of poison.
Does like just my curing abilities cure poison, or is that something else?
Yeah, magical healing usually does.
It does. Okay. So with my medicine check, can I tell like how badly he's hurt, like hit point wise?
It's probably at about half.
Um,
STL can cure diseases.
that's what I was trying to figure out if this would be me or him that really needs to do it. So, I think I would do a um. No, that's gonna be 10 minutes. I think I would just do a cure wounds on him at 3rd level.
Okay.
So I'll put my hands over his like wound on his leg and kind of like whisper and meditate a little bit.
Yeah, you see what looks like a green substance that expels from the wound, and then they start to clean themselves up, close. You see him start to wiggle his toes again. Well, I have feeling back, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm just happy to see you didn't lose limbs to frostbite. And I can't believe this is your brother, Arwen. I'm so happy that he made it.
I am too. Him and his little adventures.
Dangerous adventures. I know all about those.
Yeah, transporting
You guys look
transporting
a lot alike.
goods.
What'd you say?
Said
He's
we
transporting
transported goods.
Oh, yeah.
I call him little adventures. Because he always manages to get hurt some way, somehow.
Yeah, well, this time I got hurt at home, so how about that?
You're turning into me.
Yeah, don't say it.
So, about these creature things outside. What's going on with that?
2 big worms, tentacles on their face. And one bit me. I wasn't able to move very well.
How many?
2 from what I saw.
And your mother knew about this and she went after them?
No, she went out when it first crashed, and she hasn't come back.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like Mother just should go after some creature like that. Well, obviously you can't join us. Otherwise, I would ask you to possibly join us.
I'm gonna keep an eye on Mira, keep an eye on the house.
Please do.
It's good to see you again.
I'll be back soon.
Here's hoping.
We'll stop by before we leave, maybe.
Shoots kind of like a suspicious, kind of like don't say anything glance to Kailani. Kailani, you're the one that catches it with your insight.
I am to not say anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, who in the what?
I guess, are you heading that way now?
I guess whenever everyone else is ready.
It'd probably be imperative if we go.
Do you need some arrows? I have some in the back still, out by the range.
Oh, I got something to show you. I kind of just like go on my back and then pull out my new blue toy, my new bow.
Oh, that's nifty. What is that?
Some kind of gift that I got.
Is it just like a bow? Like holds his hand out for it.
I put it in his hand.
It's surprisingly light. What's with the little gem thing on it? And he pulls back the string, and then what looks to be an arrow forms, and then just, oh, that's different.
Yeah. I'll kind of show him what it really does.
You'll start shooting arrows in your house?
Maybe.
They have a
I
range
told
out
you I
back.
was a reckless kid. Shoot anything and everyone.
Yeah,
No.
you could walk out to the range if you wanted to with him.
Can he walk?
He can hobble.
I'll kind of
Hobble
help him.
Yeah, he hobbles out of the room with you, leans against the wall, and watches for you get set up at the range.
I'm just kind of telling him a little bit about our adventures and fighting the dragon and all the friends that we encountered and
While she's like kind of catching up with her brother a little bit, like I just want to say to Neek and Cinder and Cass, like, you guys, I just want to kind of relay the. You're outside.
I left.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know.
I'm in the
Right.
building. I'm just observing from a distance in the building, so I'm nearby.
Did you hear all of that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I didn't know that, so I was just gonna like kind of relay the story so far. But I do want to say, like, I really worry about Arwen's mom.
Sounds like she was taken to that ship, so it might be important we head there immediately.
I agree. I don't want to begrudge Arwen her catch up with her brother, but I do worry that every second counts for mom. I don't want to say that out loud, though. I don't know. That's it.
since he is hobbling, I'd already don't want him going too far.
Yeah, it's not terribly far. You can watch from the other side.
Yeah, so I'll just kind of find something to shoot at and show him what it does. Do I need a roll for that?
Go ahead and make me 3 rolls.
Of course.
On natural ones, come on.
Oh, she
Right,
got that
that
out of
would
the
be
way
me.
already. Now it's the nat 20 time.
Not once.
Look at that dirty 20, though.
Oh, shit.
19, 15, 20. That good.
Yeah, 3 very quick shots. You easily land the target each time. Well, that was impressive. Didn't know you could shoot that fast.
Practice.
Well,
Neat just
Put it to
pops his
good
head around the
use.
corner. You ready to go save your mom, possibly, or do you want to stay a little longer?
No, I was actually about to part ways.
ooh.
Mayor, please watch over your brother.
Yeah, of course. Of course I will.
And Theo, Watch over Mira.
I mean, we could just sit here and look at each other for all day, but I think we'll get bored.
If it means that you won't get bitten and she stays alive, I'm fine with that.
Got your point. Go bring back Mom if you can.
Well, I will.
You guys
I'm gonna
turn
kind of
around.
like blow them like a kiss by and start walking.
He like catches it and then like puts it in what looks like an imaginary bow and then fires it back at you. Like, I don't want that.
Walking away, I already know he's doing it, so I'm gonna like catch it.
Ever.
Nick just looks at it like, ew.
So you guys walk out and begin making your way to the ship.
Let's go get my mom.
Let's do this. Nas, you have 5 advantages. Everyone has 1, and also a random encounter was bought.
Oh, I wonder who did that. Who
do you
did that?
think? The same. Ash. One of my buddies. Not Bacon, but Ash.
Not Bacon.
Not Bacon, but Ash.
What, Ash? What?
Ira.
Arwen, your family is beautiful.
Strange.
You guys all look a lot alike, actually. I do
We
worry
all
about
really
you.
do. I take after my mother though with looks.
Well, good. At least we know kind of what to look out for while we're there.
Worms with tentacles on their faces. Yeah, that sounds appealing.
And that obviously can do some poison damage, so we need to keep that in mind.
Yep.
At least this time, don't try to save this one.
Which one? Oh, the bad guy?
The one that was tortured and cut up. And you're like, oh, let's free him. And then I burned him to a crisp.
Oh, you're also tortured and cut up.
No, he's just cut up.
I'm just replaced.
Okay, we'll get back to that later. But Arwen, how should we approach this? Stealthy?
Yes.
Surround the ship, you think? Try to get a surprise attack?
I think so. Mainly since
We
we don't
try.
really know exactly what's going on.
Okay.
All right, well, let's have at it then.
Let's hunt it.
Just trying to adjust stuff. Hold on. There we go. Alright. So, you begin making your way there, and about halfway, you start to hear like a weird rumbly sound. Something big is moving.
Are we sure it's not Cass's stomach?
It's Gwen's stomach. She's hungry.
Yeah.
Wisdom?
Where does it come from?
Yeah, which way are we approaching from, like the south area? Or is it in this like this ravine? Or this like
It is technically... There it is. GM. There. You were close.
Hey!
All right.
Good ascendant.
So I think, in Arwen, you're better at this than I, but maybe we come through these trees here, try to get a little bit of cover and kind of like stop at the tree line and just check it out. Just try to get a lay of the land.
Where was the house?
Yeah, good question.
Was the house up here? Okay.
Oh, down there. Okay. So yeah, let's.
So we could go through the trees. I mean, yeah, that could work.
It'd be a smart idea.
Yes.
I'm just really things really sick of things getting the surprise round on us. That's all I'm saying. For once, I want to turn the tables.
You see two large masses moving off in the darkness.
Moving away from the ship?
Seems in your direction.
Fuck.
Am I able to focus in on them to kind of see what they are at all?
Oh my god, it's Jesse.
Hey, it's Cass, you guys.
What?
I thought I was tripping.
Audio.
I'm gonna do
Hi,
this.
Jesse.
Hey, Jesse. You're muted.
You're muted, yeah.
Are all the other work guys there with you?
Hi.
Jesse.
We're about to fight something.
That's cool.
And my mom's missing.
Yeah, we're about to save Arwen's mommy.
What
Oh,
the
and
fuck?
Kalani scared my brother.
So healed
Ice
now, so that's
worms.
cool.
I don't know how we got there.
We're fighting ice worms.
Is that what those things are?
I don't
We're fighting
know.
something.
I don't know what the fuck that is, Zach.
Oh, I see us. Okay.
I don't like when I don't know what the fuck they are.
Oh shit, hold on. Move turn order.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, too.
Yep.
Good job, guys.
We weren't spotted, were we?
He said that as soon as I rolled it.
We're supposed to be stealthy. Jesse, you went away. Where'd you go?
Oh, hold on.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you go?
Still wants to wait on initiative?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Initiative.
Does that mean I get to reroll?
I got a 4.
No. Yes?
I got one less than I got last time.
You can just change it to 24 because
Nope, I'm okay with it. It's fine either way.
You guys sound all different.
Yeah? So do you. You sound like
Really?
you're talking on a phone.
Oh, okay. Well, that's true. But no,
Yeah.
like, you guys sound different on this audio than you do normally.
Oh, yeah? Well, I mean, you're using your phone speaker and not...
True. Hey, let me show you guys something real quick. Look at this. My shower.
Are you high and gonna be in the bathtub?
No, look. It's got
Holy crap!
Oh, it's a rain thing.
Dude, those things are amazing.
Man, I should have.
Where are you at?
He's at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater?
You
Or
can
not
still come
Amphitheater,
up
Hollywood
here.
Casino.
No, he's at River City.
Yeah.
Jesse,
Oh.
did you hear what your children sent to your mother? Or to your wife?
Have
Their
not
mother.
told him yet.
No, hey! You can't spoil it, Nas.
I can't wait.
It's fucking
We had
hilarious.
to get the shirt first.
Jesus.
What?
Yes. Yes. I'll tell you later, babe. It's funny though.
Jesse, roll a d20.
I don't even know how.
How do you go to the hotel and not bring your dice with you? Come on now.
I'll roll
You
for
need to
you.
be prepared.
I quit my character. Come on.
It's an 18.
Damn right, it's an 18.
Just a little... I don't see Cinder.
Damn, Arwen
Yeah.
is hella initiated to save her
Cinder
mom.
says initiative.
So is
20.
Cinder.
There we go.
Cinder just
it's-
wants to blight these things on fire and send them back to his person. That's why he's
to
initiated.
go into the ceiling.
Is the
Oh
cat
yeah,
ceiling
Zach
again?
and Lauren's
Trying
cats
to.
keep disappearing into their ceiling.
And I got picked up by a police officer to go get my car that I crashed this morning.
I told him, I told Jesse that we had to pause D&D because Zach had to go with the cops, and you just said, laughing my fucking ass off. You asked no follow-up questions whatsoever. You were just like, that's funny.
Zach was arrested during D&D.
Like it happens all the time or
He
something.
kept
You're
the
just like,
stream
"Oh."
going.
No, I seen his 5:30 a.m. message. It's like, well, that sucked. I was like, oh, I already know. I already fucking know.
Jeez. So, as you guys are making your way through the trees down towards the ship, you notice two large worm-like creatures making their way through the forest. They don't seem like they've seen you, but they're sniffing the air, it looks like.
I don't like the sound of that.
I'm going to move up a tiny little bit. And Eldritch Blast.
We just popping this off then. Popping it off.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to use my fan for the first time correctly in Scorching Ray.
First time correctly.
Correctly. So give me a second because it is +7 to hit. And it's level 3, so it's 3. No, it's level 2, so it's 3 bolts. Yeah. It's at the one closest to me, by the way. So the first bolt, that is a 20 to hit. Not 30, 20.
That'll hit.
Okay. For what's the damage of Scorching Ray? 2d6. 6. 9 plus 3. So 12 fire total. Second attack. That's I can't math. That's 18 plus 7 that hits.
The 25.
For 10 damage on the second hit. And a third bolt. That's a 17 to hit.
All 3 of those hit.
Oh shit, okay. And then the damage on the third is whoa, 5 damage.
Total of
so see, the first one was
Lots of damage.
there was. The first one was 13 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Plus
The
25.
second one was 10, and the third one was what did I just say? 5.
13, 10, so that's 23 plus 5, so 28.
Yeah, 28 total fire damage.
25
As
to
I
hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I had a 25 to hit. As I take out my new fan and wave it at it, as 3 bursts of fire come flying out of it.
Alright.
And bonus action, Nin's going to attack.
Nin attack.
Nin attack.
It's got almost as much eyeballs as that thing. Oh, that thing has tentacles. Never mind. I can't tell which part of what's the front and what's the back. Weird looking.
That's my turn.
Okay. What did Nin do?
It's not Nin's turn.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for it. It's usually right after you, so that was weird.
Yeah, normally, it would have been with my old initiative, but
Yep.
3 of us got 23s.
Arwen.
How far away am I from the one directly in front of me? Exactly. Hey, we can't knock over something.
50 feet.
Cool. I'm gonna double tap it with a freaking longbow. Oh.
Duck. Everybody duck.
Just about to say that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll roll the damage for 1.
Roll me a d4.
What?
Natural 1 and long distance. Alright.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It skips off a rock and slows momentum, and then it just kind of hits the edge for half damage.
Half damage to the edge?
To the worm.
Okay. I was like, damn it, I'm right next to her.
Alright. Anything else?
I don't know. Woman. No. No.
Okay. Nick.
I'm going to move up a couple feet. I'm assuming I'm on a little plateau right here overlooking the area.
Yeah, there's a rock.
Okay, making sure. I'm going to go to where I can see them, so about here. And I'm going to use Tasha's Mind Whip on this one closest to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and cast it real quick. So it needs to beat a DC of 15 intelligence. What?
Oh, we guess
Oh, no.
got a minus
I don't like
5 and
that.
it rolled a d20. You rolled a nat 20.
That's exactly what happened with a 15.
Holy shit.
It
So
passed
did it
with
pass or
it passed with a natural 20 for a 15 because it's a 15.
that's bullshit?
Damn.
Well, that
Wow.
means let's see. Makes a doesn't say anything on a if it makes it. Doesn't say that
Is it a cantrip?
no, it's an actual attack spell. So I think it takes half damage. Let's see. Nope. Here, pull up.
I'll say I posted in
That's what I'm getting ready to do. It's been a while since I've used it.
on a successful save, the target takes half damage and suffers none of the other spell effects.
Yeah.
Darn it.
So I'll take 5.
Oh, I was hoping to make one unable to do anything. Darn it. And that's a turn.
All right, Nin.
Nin is going to fly up. Not up, but over. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. And roll. What is it? 2d4s. So the first one is a 3. The second one is a 1. So this one, the bottom one, needs to make a DC. What's my DC? It's 16. Okay, yeah, the one on the bottom needs to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, or be charmed.
It's an 11.
Okay, so while charmed in this way, its speed is halved. It has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Okay.
And the second one was I think I rolled a 3. Yeah. It's gonna attack the same one on the bottom. It needs to make a DC 16 Dexterity saving throw.
18.
Oh. Okay, nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh well, I gave it disadvantage. Yeah.
All right, Cass.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cass, you can't quite get there.
WWCD, what would Cass do?
Run up and hit it.
Talk to it.
Yeah.
I mean, he would. He would try and talk to it. It's a
Fellas, can't we all get along?
Yeah,
You've seen me without my shirt on. It's
Jesse,
pretty good.
what would Cass do to some worms?
Big worms,
Are
as
they
big as
ugly?
Gwen.
Oh. Are they trying to eat Gwen?
They haven't moved yet. They've appeared and gotten shot multiple times.
He would definitely try to talk his way out of the situation.
Yeah. Try to talk our way out of this random encounter.
Do you speak worm?
I speak no. But
Wait a minute.
I understand what it's
Really
like to be
thinks he
dirty
speaks
all the
worm.
time.
Let's see.
You want to be dirty all the time?
No, I understand what it's like to be dirty all the time. And worms are naturally dirty because they dig in dirt.
Cass is a dirty boy.
So you're gonna throw a javelin?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. Natural one.
What, by the way?
Jesus.
Duck.
Wow, Cass, head in the game.
Throws it
It's all about
backwards.
your mom and your dad. We need you to pay attention here.
Do one more.
Quit thinking about your fancy shower and get back in it.
There you go. 7 Pearson.
Perfect.
Okay. It's the far off one's turn.
Duh.
Its speed is halved,
Yeah, it's true.
It has
and it has
disadvantage.
disadvantage on attacks.
Do we have advantage on attacks against it?
No.
Unless we
boo.
call our advantage.
Yeah.
Well, sure.
Don't
just
don't
come
try
right
and
on
eat
into
Nin.
range. Bring
You're
it
not allowed
on.
to go for familiars. That's against D&D
I
rules.
don't know what you're talking about.
know.
Let's see.
Hi, Nimsies. Ninsies.
10 feet.
Thing.
Well, there's a Nimsy and then there's Nin.
So that's a 21 to hit Nim.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait, with disadvantage?
Yes. I rolled a 21 and a 26.
Fuck off. Yeah.
Okay, so he takes 6 poison.
Okay, hold up. Immunities. Oh, no. Okay.
Needs to make a con saving throw.
Oh, yay. Nin making a con save. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
So 6. Hold up. I'm trying to do math. The con save for Nin. What's Nin's con save? It is a +2. 16.
Okay, that passes.
Okay.
Good job, Nin.
So Nin just gets hit by these tentacles and just kind of sits there for a second.
My tentacles are better. They got eyes.
Kailani.
But they've seen sometimes.
Lonnie. Whenever I pulled out my trident earlier, I guess I didn't specify that I activated its like magical properties. So as a bonus action, I will activate my trident, and then I'm gonna throw that sludger to this guy here.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I figure it out, here we go. For a 24. That is one-handed. So that's 9 piercing damage. Plus I think it's 2d12, right? God, it's been a while.
2d8.
2d8, okay. So I'm going to hit it. I'm going to stab it for 9 piercing, and then electric currents are going to shoot through for 8. I only rolled 1. My bad. Do that again.
Oh, wait, no, it's just
14.
1d8. It's 1d8.
No, it got bigger and badder, asser.
It became a +2 weapon.
Oh, that was the badassery. Got it. Okay. So just 8 lightning damage.
Okay. Alright, so total of 17 damage.
Yep. And then I am going to move just a little bit. I'll probably move up here just a little bit on this rock ledge.
Okay. Bless you. Bless you. Alright. This one. This one come up to cast. 23 to hit cast. Cast takes 4 poison damage. And I need a con save. Which passes, so you're good. And then it's going to take a bite, which misses. Cinder.
It's back to me again.
Actually, hold on. Gwen didn't go last turn, so I have Gwen.
Oh, true.
Gwen's got to fuck shit up.
Fuck it up, Gwen!
Bite. 25. Claws. Natural 1.
Roll shift.
Oh no. Oh, thank God.
25.
Don't kill Nid.
Total of 23 damage. Nice hits.
Go badassery.
Nice hits. Now Cinder, you're up.
Ew. I'm going to Eldritch Blast first, the one in front of me. And I took Agonizing Blast again, so it does even more damage. So that's 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 5 + 5, plus 3, so 13 damage on the first one. 10 force, 3 fire. And the second hit, that is a... What's 9 plus 8? 17?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one was the first one,
Ignore
too?
that. I am so sorry.
The first one was the one closest to me.
Okay. And that was how much?
10 force. Yeah. 10 force and 3 fire.
So 13.
Yes.
It turns to ash.
Okay. And then the second one was a 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
For...
Thank you, Brian.
10 force.
And that one just dies. You shoot a hole through it, and it flops to the ground.
I'm gonna put that down as 10.
Oh, okay. I call my trident back to me like immediately. I'm like, ew.
It flies back to your hand, covered in gets.
I'm like Thor, you guys. I just thought of that. I'm totally like Thor.
Kind of like
So-
Aquaman,
I'm like Aquaman with Thor's hammer.
but it's a trident.
Yes.
Who the hell are either of these people?
Thank you, Bubby.
Who are we talking about?
What the
Oh, you don't
fuck?
know the legend of? Okay, never mind. It
What
must
the
be
fuck
like
is
a.
this?
Yeah, I'm curious as well. What are these? Let's like get a closer look at them.
Make a nature check.
Sure.
Nope.
I'm gonna say a nope.
Usually you don't find them in this area, because it's pretty cold. They're known to live in the Underdark mostly, and then you usually see them when there's like a big raid on a city. There's a bunch of dead bodies, because these are carrion crawlers.
Oh shit!
Hmm.
Oh, I didn't recognize it because of the
Oh.
picture.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys are gonna pop up in the 10 towns, which are now
Oh.
5 towns. Because
It's not what I thought of when I saw worms with tentacles. I was thinking something else.
That's terrifying.
And then you
That
can
the
see
fish-
the ship in the background.
Oh, okay. Are these
Oh, you
what
can barely.
Arwen's brother was describing? Because I was
Yeah.
picturing something else. Oh, okay. So
Okay.
this is not our random encounter.
I mean, it might have been.
Okay.
The rumbling
How
hasn't
far-
stopped.
Oh, where's the rumbling coming from?
The ground.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's a good question. Is the ship in sight?
Yeah, it's about 500 feet from you.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to stealthing and keep walking towards the ship, keeping an eye out.
Same. Is this vibration coming towards us?
It feels like it's getting stronger,
Oh dear.
especially like once you guys started fighting. It seemed
Are
to
they
start growing.
Are they good vibrations?
I don't think so. Probably
Oh,
not.
I forgot to say this,
So
Zach.
Beach
My
Boys?
hood is up
Okay.
on the Cloak of Elvenkind.
How are your feet?
And that's a natural 20 for a stealth. How are my feet?
Yeah.
Metal?
That's cool. Something jumps up
Oh
from underneath.
no! I
my
knew it.
Guys, this looks like Tia. This wholly looks like a bearded dragon.
Rock dog.
A 19 to hit you, Cinder.
Yeah.
I was say I'm right next to him. That hit me too.
22
We're not
points
really
of piercing
there.
damage, Cinder.
22 piercing?
Yeah.
You bitch.
And
Did you
then
change your
I
shape
need.
again?
What?
Did Neek change his shape again?
No,
No.
Oh, that's what Neek always looked like?
Yeah.
for a while, yeah.
That's what
Oh,
Neat has.
cool. I pay attention.
Neek and Cinder, I need you both to make either a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm great at these.
That's a total for a 18.
Oh, we both got 18.
You both pass, so you're not knocked prone.
Yay. Screw this thing.
Ouch.
Take half of this, so 5, 6. So you take 11 bludgeoning and piercing damage.
Both of us?
Yes.
11 bludgeoning and 11 piercing?
No, total of 11.
Oh, okay.
Say, dang.
But you're also pushed 5 feet back.
You know how I say I'm never really hurt in combat? I'm hurt.
How does it make you feel, buddy?
As this thing's going to jump into the initiative.
I swear to God, it looks like my bearded dragon. Okay, I don't want to fight it.
It's like my dad when he first wakes up.
Look like a bearded.
It just does from the side. It looks.
It's one of those. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a bullet.
Bite the bullet. Right. So.
Does it have a rider, Zach?
Nope. Nick, it's your turn.
Okay. As an action, I don't want to deal with this thing, so I'm going to use my monetary stasis. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw of 15, otherwise it will not be able to move for one whole turn.
Monetary or momentary?
Momentary, sorry.
I say one's money, one's time. So.
Well, he can't buy anything if he doesn't make this save anyway.
And it's a what kind of saving throw?
15 Constitution.
Ooh, good at con.
Crap.
Still failed with a 13.
Yay. So he's not moving.
So he lands, you throw up this almost momentary time stop as he quits moving mid-movement.
Okay. And because he can't hurt me and move, I can back away without getting attacked. So I'm going to back up a little bit. And I'm good. That's my turn.
Okay. Go ahead and put that in chat too, so I know what it does exactly. Icewind, it's your turn.
That hurt.
Everyone's gonna walk up. Not too close, but close enough. And hit it with a mace.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen Arwen use her mace before.
I know. I keep on putting it off, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it, and I didn't do it very well, but you know.
Yeah, you go to hit it, and it just bounces off its armor. It's just a lot harder creature than you were anticipating.
Well, I personally never seen one of these. Like, I don't know if Icewind's ever seen one of these, but can I? Oh, dang it!
No, if Cinder ever has.
You can take another shot, like another swing. You have 2 attacks.
Might as well.
Nope, same thing.
Man, doubles today.
Yeah, right?
Dang it! I'm about to get my butt kicked from this. Because I'm so close.
It hasn't been able to move, so.
For now.
Which means you can walk away from it.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up.
Fuck this shit.
I'm there. I'm just underneath the thingy.
I'm gonna hide under the corpse.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened, but
Gwen's gonna run up.
Quinn's so massive. Oh my God.
Go ahead and roll 2 more times, by the way, Arwen, because you technically, I think, would have had advantage because it's incapacitated.
Ooh.
16 just misses.
6.
Oh. That was mean, Zach.
You swing just a little bit harder the 3rd time and nothing. Gwen's turn. Seeing that you are having issues, she's going to try to bite at its underside for a 14, which misses. Nope. Advantage 25, 5 piercing. And then advantage claw misses. So able to get a bite, not able to scratch through the surface. 5 damage. Nim.
Oh, my bad. Alright, and then gonna try to attack it.
Look at him, all tough.
2d4s. 4. I'm at 2. So the 4 is a doesn't do anything because it's not medium.
Okay.
What was my other one? A 2.
2.
Needs to make a DC 16 Wisdom save.
How is Nim so damn tough?
Natural 20.
Damn.
Because Nin uses my spell save DC because of an invocation I took.
Hmm.
Otherwise, it'd be making DC 12. Okay, yeah, that's a pass.
Alright, so nothing.
Yeah.
Cass. Big metal frog in front of you. Just landed and fucked up Cinder.
Well, I think I shall smite it.
Alright.
Smite the puppy.
Run up.
He said frog.
Oh,
It
frog.
looks like Tia, though.
It's a frog rock puppy.
Bad Tia.
It's a bullet. You fought one before in Princes.
First he punches cats, now he's smiting frogs.
Your next character is the frog, too, Austin.
Uh-huh.
At advantage. 17. I think just misses. Nope, 17 hits.
No, yeah. That's more like it.
17 hits for 11.
That'd be a second level smite, by the way.
Second level.
It gonna hurt.
Make it hurt.
Okay.
Bad rock.
How do you smite from D&D Beyond?
3d8.
You don't.
Okay.
Do smite, Jesse.
I don't even have roll 20 up.
I guess I could have pulled your shit up on my computer. Or your computer over here.
14.
Nice,
That's
14.
a lot of work.
Total of
It is good.
25. Okay, and one more swing. The long sword.
Remy.
21 will hit.
Whoa.
Are you
Yeah,
smiting
well.
on this one?
On a first level spell, yes.
First? So 2d8?
Unless it's undead or a fiend.
It is not.
It's a
Oh.
frog.
Alright, so
It's a frog. A froge.
it's gonna roll. It doesn't want to roll damage for me, so I will do it this way. Okay. Jesus. So 8 plus 14 is what, 22?
Two.
Oh,
Okay. Its turn. Can't do anything, I don't believe, because it is trapped in a bubble.
Ah, stay there.
It's until the end of your next turn, right?
Yeah, till the end of my next turn.
Okay. That thing's dead. Kalani.
Yay! I still get advantage, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet. I'm gonna come over here behind Nim a little bit. And I'm gonna throw my trident to this thing to work. 18 with my advantage.
That'll hit.
Sweet. So that is gonna be 9 piercing plus my D8 for an additional 4. So 13.
Alright, 13 damage.
Yep. Bonus action. Cinder, did you say you were hurt?
yes.
All right. Bonus action. I will use my what you call it? You know that thing that
Healing
clerics
word.
do? Thank you. Yep. For 5 healing points.
Yay.
5 healing points.
Send her a couple dents. Pop out. It's your turn.
Yeah.
My
like Zach's
dents
car.
are popping.
There's not really any dents. It's just the tire and underneath that's fucked up.
Yeah. But the underneath is pretty important.
That wasn't fun. I'm going to...
Get him.
Let's see, is it near... No, it's not near me. I hope. I'm going to bonus action fly up, activate my primordial self, and fly up.
Okay.
I'm just gonna fly up 15 feet.
Kill it with fire.
I don't like this thing. Bonus. Oh no, I just used my bonus action. Okay. I'm going to attempt to scorching ray through the fan again, but I believe that is a 20% chance of it being destroyed. No, because it's 2 charges. Okay. So out of this fan comes 3 more bolts. What is 14 to hit?
Miss.
26 to hit?
Hit.
What's the damage? It is
2d6.
2d6. A total of 14 fire damage.
Okay.
The third one is 17 to hit.
17 just hits.
Wow, okay. 5 fire damage.
Okay.
They didn't kill it.
Nope.
That's it. Put them in the air.
Alright. Neat.
My turn. I'm just gonna take a shot of firebolt with it.
Got a fireball?
Bolt.
Now that I heard it.
It's gonna miss.
You have advantage because it's still...
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting I froze it.
That'll hit.
Okay. And as the fire flames out, it looks like it's more gray and shadowy than it was regular fire, so it's changing color.
Okay.
For 8 damage.
Gotcha. Anything else?
No, that's my turn for now, yeah.
Alright, Arwen.
Arwen is going to try and shoot at its underbelly? I don't even know. I don't know how the hell that thing is.
Shoot it in the mouth.
I don't know.
Aim between the scales.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and do that. Wait, do I get 1 or 2?
You get 1, and...
It wore off.
Did I not do it? Oh my god.
Everybody hit the floor.
Yeah.
Arwen's not doing well tonight.
Oh, she's hiding underneath the dead worm.
I mean to be on top. I don't know why it keeps on putting me on the bottom. Thank you.
Damn liar.
Okay, that's where I was.
Roll me a d1, 2,
No.
3, 4, 5. So don't roll me a d6.
I
1.
Oh my god, Arwen, what is happening right now?
don't know.
This is the shittiest you've ever rolled in this entire campaign.
So now roll me damage.
No.
Did you just shoot yourself in the foot?
Maybe.
Apparently.
No, she shot towards the creature and it bounced off its hide and then stuck into Gwen's side.
Oh, poor Gwen.
That's
I was like, ow, mommy. Ow.
Oh my god.
Doesn't seem super phased.
I bet she probably doesn't even know.
I was about to say, it's a cut.
A fucking tank right now, right?
Yeah, it's just like
Arwen's
stuck
gonna be
in her
like so in
feathers.
her feelings, just like, oh my god, I shot my baby.
I'm gonna have to heal
It's your
Arwen's
turn.
psychological wounds.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Take your next shot.
No.
Do it. You can do it.
You can choose
She's
not
gun
to.
shy now.
Oh my god.
Ah, there you go.
Hey, there we go.
Jesus.
Good job. For only 2 more piercing.
Arwen, I don't know. Arwen's just like now mad that she just shot her dog.
Roll damage again because it didn't roll double.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So that's 7 and an additional 7 for 14. So after shooting Gwen, It lands getting out of the momentary stasis that Nick had put it in, and turns to you and starts to roar, and you, with tears in your eyes for shooting Gwen, shoot straight down its throat as it chokes and dies.
Jesus.
You made me hurt my baby. Now die.
Bastard!
You bastard.
Jesus.
Aw.
Now you guys are out of combat.
Oh
My
man.
baby!
I'm okay,
Yeah,
Mom.
we all rush to Gwen and like.
I'm hovering 15 feet in the air, keeping an eye out for more bullshit.
You don't see anything in the air at the moment.
I'm gonna kind of like. Wait, is it like stuck in her or did it just like bounce off her?
It bounced off and just kind of like sliced.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of like kiss her boo boo.
Good dog owners do. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Slip in her tail. I'm fine, Mom.
What happened?
You're like, what?
My baby scraped its knee.
I thought a fly hit me. I'm sorry.
Aww.
I think Gwen's got more hit points than all of us.
She does.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
think she still does at the
he
moment.
is our fucking tank barbarian.
Alrighty.
Cinder, what do you see up there?
I see trees.
Of green?
Of green?
I mean, it's winter. They're not very green. They're kind of dead.
Red roses too.
No, there's no roses. It's winter.
What a wonderful tin town.
I see a
No,
Gwen
there's
getting
only
shot.
5 left.
Yeah.
What a wonderful world.
As you trudge deeper into the mountain valley, an eerie glow betrays the monstrous outline of something stupendous and ominous. It looks like a cephalopod with slimy, ropey tentacles as thick as tree trunks that has tried and failed to bury its immense bulk in the snow. With the now 2 creatures in a pile of ash on the ground, you begin making your way towards the rear hatch that you can see on the ship. We're going to cut it off there. And we'll pick up with the ship next week when Cass is back.
Well, Cass is kind of back right now.
Yeah, but it's also like 4 till 9.
Yeah.
And I have to get up even earlier because he's going to have to pick me up to take me to work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how else he's gonna get there.
I was gonna say you should make Shane pick you up,
No, I don't want to.
but Shane's staying at the hotel.
Dan's off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, when you said he, I thought you meant he, so I thought you were making Jesse pick you up. Like you were talking about he pick you up.
Isn't Shane? Shane's there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's here, but he's off tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's usually not completely there on Fridays. You only see him for a little bit.
Yeah.
But we're going to end here. We'll pick up on
So,
Sunday with our
hold
next
up, hold up.
episode. Hold on.
We our sponsor Nas.
I was getting to that.
Okay.
Hold up.
Let him run his game. Jeez.
God, can I have an outro? Is it okay?
No. No.
Are you sure?
No!
Can I run
No.
this? It's okay. We'll be back on Sunday with our next episode of Descent into Avernus as we try and find our way through the Tomb of Horrors, because that's gonna kill us all.
Oh boy.
And then we'll be back here next Thursday as we decide to explore into the ship that came from the sky and hopefully find Arwen's mother. And if we don't find Arwen's mother, maybe we can ask Six Between Paranormal if they can find her spirit in the ship, or if she's passed on.
We're gonna find Arwen's mother as a squid.
Thank you guys.
That was really good.
Have a good
I
night.
don't know how to talk to squids.
We
Hey,
will
you can still try.
see you
I will
guys later.
try.
Bye.
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 Bye.